Trevi Moran. Hello Trevi. It's so hard for me to say Trevi because you just came out, and I've been a fan for a long time, and I'm so used to saying the other name, but hello Trevi, how you doing? I've been supporting you since X Factor, like since 2012, and since X Factor, since you did the singing at Walmart, since you did O2L and all the different videos, all the different DIY challenges, tags, and since you released your first single, like Someone, and then you released The Dark Side, and then you released Echo, and then you released XIAT, and then you released Slay, and Now or Never, and then you released I Wanna Fly, and then you released Echo, and then you released the other song. Okay, I forgot. I Wanna Fly, and then you released the EP Alive, and then you released Get Me Through the Night, and just till now, I've been supporting you for like 8 years now, and I just want to know that if you're ever struggling, I'm here to support you. I'm here to say, that you're valid and that you're so talented and you make really good music. You make great music. You're really underrated. I think you deserve to be as big as Madonna. That's how good you are, you know that? Like, if you're ever struggling, DM me, and then I'll be glad to talk about any of the internal struggles we'll go through as LGBT people. Like, I like your songs a lot. I like how you're so open about your anxiety, XIAT, and you're open about your struggles, and you had a drinking you had a drinking issue that over time you struggle a lot, but you conquered it, and now you're out as trans, and I'm proud of you. And you release new music, and I hope you release more and more music, because I think your music deserves to be heard by the world, you know that? But I support you since Get Me Through the Night, since I Wanna Fly, since Someone, since Echo, since XIAT, since your first 2 EPs, And I've seen your growth after 8 years, and it's like you started Apple Story Dancing, which is the first way to express yourself, and then you started becoming a little bit more expressive of your emotional side and your feminine side, and that made me proud. When I saw you start becoming more proud of yourself, that made me feel very, very, very proud of you. That change is a good thing, and that you changed and you became more closer to yourself, which is admirable. You know that? Like, your music is always special, and it's like very truthful and very authentic, and you're always yourself. You know that? And your music have a lot of soul, feeling, and emotion, which a lot of artists now lacks, you know that? That's why you're underrated, because you put all your heart into the song, you know that? You put your heart, you put your thoughts, you put your emotions, you put every single bit into your song, you know that? Which is admirable, and not just admirable, it's something that more artists should definitely do, We should implement so much of our emotions, so much of our truth in there, because life is short, And if we can express ourselves in music to the full extent, then how are we going to be heard? How are we going to be heard through art, which unites everyone, you know that? Your music is very, very emotional sometimes, and you put every single bit of heart, and I could tell that the pain you go through, it's all expressed through the art, and that's the most beautiful thing about your music and your personality, you know that? You can struggle through a lot, you can go through the darkest time, you can go through the darkest thing, but you're never afraid to get up. And you always get up, that you never fail to let your fears bring you down forever, you know that? Like, if you're ever struggling emotionally, just know that things will get better, and things do get better, you know that? And that's the beautiful thing of life, you know that? Like, I want to make this world so much better. You and me, we can make this world better as LGBT, and make the world so much more positive, make the world feel like we're definitely accepted and understood, you know that? And as I'm listening to your music, you make me smile so much, because you're so special, you know that? Your music is very, very, very special to me, you know that? It has got me through the darkest times, got me through the darkest things, and your music means millions of things to me, you know that? It's very, very important that you keep doing what you're doing, Trevi. Keep doing what you're doing, because there's not very many people like you that make so powerful and compelling music, you know that? And I'm always here to support you, you know that? You're never going to be alone, because you have so many fans, and you inspire me to create my own art and to pursue my own dream, you know that? Because sometimes we feel like we're at the lowest of lows, and you always bring me up much higher than I was before, you know that? And I really like your song Sinner. Sometimes your music videos have very artistic look, and just like Echo and Sinner, they have a very, very theatrical look. And I want more music videos that are like theatrical, like Sinner, you know that? I think Sinner was a really beautiful song and music video. I really like it a lot. I listened to it like hundreds and hundreds of times, trust me. I probably listened to it like 600, 700, 800 times, you know that? And this was a really compelling song because it was like putting all your darkest emotions and struggling emotion into this one song that basically just tells your whole year, you know that? And it's really good to make songs that summarize your life, or summarize, not your life, but summarize your year, you know? Because if you feel like you haven't socialized very much with friends during one year, your music, Trevi, could definitely bring a vibe that, you know, that this year was not the best, but this year would get better. Like 2020 is your year, Trevi. 2017, I know you struggled. 2018, you know, you did well. Like you did really well, Trevi, in 2018. 2019 was a struggle, but I believe that ups and downs are always happening, you know that? You've gone through your downs, but I believe that you're going to succeed more, and I believe that you're going to become the biggest artist of our generation and empower a generation. Not just make music, but empower a generation like you've done before, you know? Like you've empowered me and 1.5 million other people, you know that? Make us feel like we're accepted, understood, and we can be ourselves without any fear at all, without any fear of rejection. That's how much I support you, Trevi. I'm really confident in you. I'm really confident that you could come back and teach the world a lesson about how we may reject ourselves so many times, but we can still climb up and shine a light for the world to see. For anyone struggling in the world right now from lack of acceptance. Sinner was such a beautiful music video. I like the cinematography, I like everything. This was my favorite piece of work from you, you know that? I really like your lipstick too, just bright and red. And definitely tells a really compelling story, the most compelling story I've ever seen. I appreciate the vibe, the look, the cinematography, the blue. Blue tells so much, you know, imagery, you know, like about your emotions and characteristics. This is a gorgeous music video. You need to do more work like this. Because this tells so much story that so many teens are lost, so many teens may never have family accept them, but your music can bring people so far together, you know that? Unite people, especially during times like this where people are separated. Beautiful work, Trevi. As I've supported you for almost 9 years now, and I will always support you, I'll always be there for you. And remember that the force is always with you, Trevi, and that you're never alone, and that you're a beautiful person that has impacted so many lives, and I'm forever grateful and thankful for your music, your art, your YouTube videos, and your connection to us, and how you made us feel like we're never ever alone, you know that?